Come on.
Do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. You're listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only, Steve Harvey. Got a radio show. Okay. I want to share something with you that I had to come to the realization one time. And even in the reinvention of myself right now, I've had to come to that, and I want to share it with you today. Give it to you. I want to tell you about something that a lot of people do in their life, and I want you to be aware of it. Here it is. Don't get stuck on yourself. You could be wrong, you know. I said, don't get stuck on yourself. You could be wrong, you know. The reason I'm saying this is because people have a tendency to, once they make a decision about something, or once they decide to go a certain path, they go against everything. Anything anybody says, anything anybody might do, any other ruling they may come across, they shun advice. They don't listen to counsel. They just, I made the decision. I'm going to do it anyway. Don't get stuck on yourself. You could be wrong, you know. Now, here's a surefire way to tell if you're wrong. If you don't see any movement in the direction you've chosen, if you don't see anything going right in that decision, if you feel as though you're in a rut, if the wall you're climbing seems so insurmountable that you ain't even moving an inch, and every time you turn around, you keep getting knocked back down. Don't get stuck on yourself. You know, you could be wrong, you know. See, that's why it's important for people to always be open to the reinvention of yourself. You know, you cannot be afraid to reinvent yourself. In other words, you can't be afraid to change. Change is necessary when it comes to growth. There is no growth without change. The more you know, the older you look. There is no growth without change. If you're heading in a direction and ain't nothing going right in your life, could it be the wrong direction? If you're climbing and you're making no headway, could it be the wrong direction? Could you have possibly made the wrong choice? Don't get stuck on yourself because you done made the wrong stuff. It's okay to forgive yourself. It's okay to let yourself off the hook. It's even smarter sometimes to admit that you were wrong. You ever met somebody ain't ever wrong? Have you ever met somebody you talk to, they ain't ever wrong about nothing, man? It's they way or the highway. This is my way. I know people like that, stuck on them power trips and all like that. You know what I had to learn how to do? I had to learn how to let them go on them power trips. But listen to this, though. You're not taking me on that trip, though. You're going on that trip by yourself. I'm going in the right direction. I've decided to stop the way. Okay, listen to this person. I decided to stop doing business the way I was doing business. I decided to stop to allow business being done around me the way business was being done around me. You know what? You know the best decision I made was to allow for God to have some say-so and to offer me his direction. I have found him to be a better driver than anyone else I know. I have found him to know more about the man he made than anybody else who's merely associating with me. I have found it to be a fact that my maker knows more about the vehicle he created than does anybody else. If your Chevy break, don't you take it to Chevy? You don't take your Ford when it break down to a Toyota dealership. they not going to know everything that the Ford dealership would know about the vehicle. You know why? Because they're not the maker of it. So now, why you letting your life being led, controlled, and guided by somebody other than your maker? I'm just asking you to let's all take a common sense look at this. So if going to your maker is the best way, the best decision I made in my business was take over my brand myself and to allow the maker of this brand. See, without God, I'm none of this. I'm none of this. I want you to clearly understand I ain't none of this without him. I wish I could have the guts to reach back there and pat myself on the back for what I've accomplished in my life. I wish I had the guts. I wish the nerve of me, because I know for a fact that there is no way that I could have manufactured the life that I have. I could not even have thought of it. There's no way I could have told you that this was the route I was going to take and this is the outcome because of it. I had no idea, no clue. The one thing I had, though, was an unshakable faith in God. I had I just kept believing in him. I kept believing that he had something more for me. And then when I touched base with him and asked him to show me what it is, what he had for me, ta-da, the magic show began. Because you know what he did? He took all my natural abilities that he had given to me, this gift that he gave me, that he poured into me at birth, that same gift that he poured into you at birth. The moment you go to him and let him show you that gift, and then guess what? Once he takes what he naturally put in you and put his superpowers on top of that, then you have some supernatural things going on in your life. And you may not be feeling me. I'm cool with that. But I done had some supernatural things happen to me. Every day I wake up, some supernatural, the rewards of my life, the awards of my life, the accomplishments, the how I'm working, the how I manage it all that ain't nothing but God. That ain't nothing but God. You can't even explain this schedule to people. Sometimes when people ask me, Steve, how do you do it? I go, well, this is what I manage my time. Then at the end of when I get through, I say, hey, man, you know what I need to tell y'all for real? It's God. I don't really know. But I'm letting him manage me, so he handling it. He ain't gonna put no more on me than I can bear. Listen to me, y'all. Don't be afraid to reinvent yourself. And remember this, don't get stuck on yourself. Cause you could be wrong, you know. You absolutely could be wrong. If you don't tie this to your gift, you will be struggling the rest of your life.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
There's a ton of stuff they don't want you to know.
Does the U.S. government really have alien technology?
And what about the future of artificial intelligence, AI? What happens when computers learn to think?
Could there be a serial killer in your town?
From UFOs to psychic powers and government cover-ups, from unsolved crimes to the bleeding edge of science, history is riddled with unexplained events.
We've spent a decade applying critical thinking to some of the most bizarre phenomena in civilization and beyond.
Each week, we dive deep into unsolved mysteries, conspiracy theories, and actual conspiracies. You've heard about these things, but what's the full story?
Listen to Stuff They Don't Want You to Know on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you find your favorite shows.
Top of the morning, rise and shine. Give yourself that stretch, that morning yawn, and sit on the edge of the bed, thank the man, and then you got to get up, get out, and get something. It's time to get moving on this Tuesday, along with myself, Shirley Strawberry, Carla Farrell, and the one and only Kia Junior Boy Spates in that great getting up morning. Fare thee well. Fare thee well. Top. Y'all all right?
Man, we good, man.
Yeah. How you doing on this Tuesday? You used to call it Tommy Tuesday. Tommy
Tuesday. Then, somebody took it and ran with it with Taco Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday.
Then I tried to make it
LeBron James.
Tommy Taco Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who took that?
Who did it, Junior?
LeBron James. Taco Tuesdays, when he was doing the videos with him and his family. He was eating tacos. Yeah. It's yours, though, T. You my dog.
It's mine.
It's yours.
It's Tommy Tuesday. Tommy Tuesday.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
So what happens on Tommy Tuesday?
Not a damn thing, Shirley.
We're going to eat tacos. We're going to eat some tacos.
Some tacos.
I am actually, I'm in Destin, Florida. I'm working, but family vacate. We in Destin, Florida, so we've been having a good time out here. I like it.
What do you do? What are you doing? I've never been there, but everybody says it's great. The beaches are beautiful.
They got this spot called Crab Island.
Okay.
And
You like that spot, man?
I like that spot. You rent a boat, you go out in the middle of the water, and you can actually walk in the water. Okay?
Oh.
It's up to you. Yeah, it's
in the water, not on the water.
In
like,
it.
geez.
It's waist high. You can't walk on it. No, you gotta walk in it. It's waist high, and you just walk around. They got restaurants, they got food, they got everything.
Wait, so you walk in the water and you walk in the water to the restaurants?
You're walking to there's boats that are restaurants. Okay.
Oh, like a food truck.
Like a food truck. Exactly.
Uh-huh.
And you just hang it out. And you got, it's things to do. You playing, they throwing balls, they hanging out. I gotta send y'all some pictures. Y'all gonna like it. Y'all should go to.
That's crazy. I'm going to Destin Friday.
Go to Crab Island. You want to do that?
Man, I ain't never been out there.
We chartered a boat. It was 2 families, us and the Boudreaux, and we hanging out. And
the Boudreaux.
The Boudreaux.
And the bougie miles.
Yeah. The bougies and the Boudreaux.
Must be nice.
The Boudreaux.
Crab Island. I'm going to find out, man.
Crab Island. You want to go to Crab Island? So this is my first time in Destin, Florida. I'm out here now. I want to buy a house. I want a spot over here.
Oh, it's like that.
Oh, more bougie miles.
Okay.
Well, we're looking to have a summer home. We don't have a summer home yet. Oh dear.
It's really
The
different.
Boudreaux have a summer home.
You can go look for a house, just visit and say, you know what, I want a house here. You go find one. Boy, go ahead, boy. You call one? I called it, caller. Oh my God. Go ahead, boy.
But anyway, the Boudreaux and I will be doing dinner later on today.
Carl, I'm just going down there. I'm coming back without a house, though. I'm just going.
You're going to stay in a hotel and kick it and come on back.
Yeah, and come on back.
Got a house, Junior.
And you can private jet here too, Junior. You can private jet here.
What? Better ball.
Come on, boy.
All right, listen.
Come on, man.
We'll find out more about the Boudreaux later in the show. Coming up at 32 minutes after the hour, we'll hear again from the nephew as he runs that prank back right after this. The Boudreaux, darling. The Boudreaux.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, it is time now for the nephew to run that prank back. What you got for us today, Neff?
These kids is musty out there, Shirley. These kids are musty. Yes, that heat done got turned up and it's musty out there. This right here is called Musty Sun. Let's go.
Hello.
Hello, I'm trying to reach Vanessa, please.
This is she.
Hi, Vanessa. My name is Robert. I'm the one of the owners. You know my wife, Michelle. We own the daycare.
Yes. How can I help you?
Okay. We've been, I think we've had your son, Malik, probably close to a year now. Am I right?
Yes, you have. Is everything okay?
No, everything is fine. Everything is fine. I don't think we have a problem that we can't clear up. I have a question for you. Have you been noticing anything different about Malik, like concerning hygiene at all?
Hygiene? No, not that I can recall. What are you talking about?
Okay. How old is Malik?
He's 2.
Okay. Well, we seem to have come across a little glitch here that we're going to try to take care of here at the daycare. Actually, my wife didn't. I told her I would make the phone call and leave her out of it. I know you see her every day. What glitch are you talking about? What is this glitch? I'm sorry?
Glitch. What is this glitch that you want to talk about? I'm confused.
Okay. Well, actually, what we're having is, it seems like every day here lately for the last 2 months, Malik has been, very musty. He hasn't been really sweaty, but just real musty.
Okay, you clearly have the wrong child, because I give my son a bath every night, and most mornings before he leaves for school, I give him another bath again. So, yeah, I'm pretty positive you have the wrong child.
No, ma'am. Your son is Malik, right? And he's 2 years old. You guys have been here with us right close to a year now, correct?
Yes, and?
Okay, and he's a cute little kid with the curly hair. I know exactly which one he is. So what I'm saying to you is that we are having problems. He's just reeking, he's real musty.
Okay, you know what? My son does not reek. I don't know what child you're talking about, but you're not talking about my child. I just told you I make sure that he gets a bath every night. So that's not my child. My child is very clean.
Okay, well, hang on, Vanessa. What I'm trying to get you to understand is this is why my wife didn't want to call, okay? And I'm glad I'm actually the one that made the call. What we need to do, this is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to try a little experiment for the next month or so.
Experiment?
I'm sorry?
What do you mean experiment? What kind of experiment?
Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some male deodorant on him for the next month, and we'll see how it plays out.
No. You're not going to put anything on my child. That's not going to happen.
Ma'am, I'm trying to fix the problem here. I just wanted to call.
He doesn't have a problem. I already told you that my son is clean. You're not going to put any on him, and if you do, it's going to be a problem. Do you understand me?
Okay, ma'am, I'm not trying to have an argument with you. What I want you to know is...
Well, I'm not trying to have an argument either, but you're talking about putting deodorant on my child. You crazy? You can't do that. I'm not going to have that happening. Please don't make me have to come down to that school for you and your wife.
Okay, ma'am, listen, we're going to have to do something about your child. Your child is musty, okay? And you're sitting here getting an attitude with me, and I'm trying to let you know your child is musty.
You're talking nonsense. Maybe you're the one that's musty. Maybe you and your wife are musty. My child is not musty. I keep telling you that I bathe him every night. Which part of that don't you understand?
I understand everything that you're saying. Maybe it's the soap. Maybe something is not taking effect. I'm not sure, okay? But
maybe he doesn't smell it right, because I don't know what child you're smelling, but you're not smelling my child.
On him.
You are not using male deodorant on my child. Do I need to come down there for you with the cops and sue your entire establishment? You don't want that to happen. Stay away from my child. Are you crazy? Matter of fact, where's my son?
Ma'am, your son is fine. Your son is in there with the rest of the kids. They're playing. Today is the first day I sprayed a little bit of male deodorant on his arm.
You did what?
See how that worked out.
Okay, so you crazy. Look, Cheryl, can you cover for me for a couple of minutes? I'm bringing my there right now. I'll be there within the hour, because you must be crazy. What do you mean you sprayed my son?
Ma'am, I just sprayed a little bit of deodorant on him just to see if we can...
I didn't give you permission to do that, and I keep telling you that there's nothing wrong with my child, and you took it upon yourself to go and spray my child, and you weren't supposed to do that. Are you crazy? I'm bringing my right now.
Okay, well, what are you coming here for? The boy your son Malik is fine. Why are you coming here?
No, he's clearly not fine. If you're going around spraying, why don't you spray because clearly you're smelling and reeking and funky as hell. I ain't give you no to spray my child. I'm going to come down there, and I promise you, I'm going to shoot all y'all, because you crazy.
Okay, let me say this, ma'am. Your son is musty. He's been reeking for the last 2 months.
My son is not musty. How many times I gotta tell you that he's not musty? You know what? I ain't even trying to hear you, because you clearly crazy. How you go around spraying people's kids? And I with my child. Did you smell the other kids? You know what? I'm about to get in my car and come down there for your ass, because you must be crazy.
Hello? Hello? Oh.
Hello?
Why did you hang up on me? I'm trying to fix the problem, ma'am.
Wait. What you want? I told you that I'm coming down there. I'll be there in 10 minutes. Once.
But I needed to let you know one more thing that's going on here.
What could you possibly need to let me know? Because I'm on my way to right now.
Where are you now? Are you in your car? Where are you?
I am heading to my car, about to get in my car to come down there for because you must be crazy spraying my child.
Before you get to your car, I need to tell you one more thing about your son, okay?
Please, what you possibly have to tell me?
I want to tell you that this is, listen to me, this is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Your girlfriend Cheryl got me to prank phone call you.
What the you know, I'm standing here in the parking lot about to come down there for and that knew exactly what I was about. I'm going to get her. I know my child is clean and he don't smell. Ooh, I'm going to get her.
I just talked to her.
I'm going to get her. You don't know.
Hey, is Malik nice and clean?
Malik is always nice and clean and smelling right. So I don't know what the hell you were talking about. I was like, not my child. He got the wrong child. You were about to get it. You don't even know.
Oh, man. All right, Vanessa, you got to tell me one more thing, baby. What's the baddest, and I mean the baddest, radio show in the land?
The one and only Steve Harvey Morning Show.
I did it.
You do.
Yes, I will prank you about your child. I will do that. Okay.
All right, nephew, thank you. Coming up next, it is Ask the Riddle-O, the Ready to Love officer and Junior. They are in the building ready for your love questions right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour in entertainment news. Say it isn't so. Actor Blair Underwood got married.
What is that sound in your voice, though? What is that sound?
Little hate on the nuptials.
Blair got married in the Dominican Republic, and I'm so happy for him.
Really? We can't tell.
What's the tears?
I'm so happy. Beyonce's backup dancer prevents her wardrobe malfunction, and NBA star Zion Williamson's ex gets his name tattooed. Guess where?
Ooh,
on her face. On her face.
Too much.
Yes. We'll talk about all of this.
Okay.
At the top of the hour, I'm going to get myself together because right now it is time to ask the Ready to Love officer, Ridolo and Junior. Joe in Chesapeake writes, I work in an office full of women, and there's days that I can't take the gossip and the pettiness. I ignore it usually, but one of the girls is messing with my friend, and she was saying how terrible he was in bed. Should I tell him about it as a friend? What?
No, you being petty too. Stay out that mess. All that little chatter back and forth at the office. Stay out of it. And why is your boy messing with your girl at the job anyway? That's neither here nor there. Stay out that mess. Keep it moving.
Yeah.
Keep it moving. Yeah. This ain't got nothing to do with you.
Junior, what you think?
Well, I think it's good trash talk. That's what I think. I think it's good trash talk. Because soon as your boy say something, that ain't what Cheryl said. See, Cheryl said you ain't doing your job in the bedroom, dog. We all know about this about you, man. See?
Not petty, LaBelle.
Yeah, petty. Right. Just be petty. Yeah. But no, y'all, I'm with T, man. Stay out there, man. That ain't got nothing to do with you, man.
No.
That ain't got nothing to do with you. Why is you even worried about that? No.
Yeah, and then he's talking about he's mad at them for being petty and messy, and look at him.
Yeah,
all right.
Same thing.
Yeah. Moving on to Missy and Irving. Missy says, I'm dating a guy that lives with his mother, and he expects me to come over and get to know his mother. We're both 29 years old, so I've overlooked the fact that he lives at home. But do I have to have a relationship with his mama? Is this a red flag?
The red flag is that he lived with his mama at 29. That's the red flag. You don't see this? Oh, why do ladies see these flags and keep right on coming through?
Yeah.
As soon as they see it, they just keep right on. Yes. You already see the flag. And when y'all see the flag, you got to ask somebody, is this a flag? Yes, it's a flag.
You know. If you have to ask, you already know, right?
Know the flag.
Yeah.
Right.
But I mean, guys, though, is this a good thing when you want your girl to meet your mom? Isn't that supposed to be a good thing?
You gonna have to, because she in the next room.
Yeah. She stay there.
She stay there.
She in there cooking.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. You ain't got no choice.
Ask him, when is he moving? When is he moving?
Yeah.
That's the red flag. All right, Missy and Irving.
No. Brandon. Bring her in here. Let me see who she is. That's awesome.
See that right there.
Can't do that. 29.
When did you guys move out? When did you guys move out of the house on
18.
your own?
So I went to Prairie View.
Yup.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Pretty much. Yeah.
And you never went back.
Yeah. I mean, I went back home after college, but I went on the road after that. I was gone.
Oh, okay.
So,
all right.
Yeah.
All right.
Can't have that. Sure, you can't have that. That's all you hear. Like, bring me some paper towels. You trying to kiss. You trying to kiss a girl in your mama's house. Bring me some paper towels.
Not now, mama.
No.
All right, moving on to Raquel. I think we got it, Junior. Moving on to Raquel in Orlando. Raquel says, my man lives with his brother, and his brother flirts with me all the time. I'm not comfortable staying there when my man is gone because I'm attracted to his brother too. Should I ignore my feelings or leave my man and check out his brother? Wow.
What?
Wow. Wow.
Oh, yeah. If you asking, you about to do it. You about to do it. Because you done already visualized it. You done closed your eyes and thought about this man brother. So it's about to go down. You gonna do it, but you shouldn't do it, but you gonna do it. I know where you at when you ain't supposed to do something, but you finna do it. You about to do it.
Well, I do like the fact that she's attracted. She admits that she is attracted to the brother and she doesn't want to be with him by herself, alone. I do like that.
Because she knows she's going to do something.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. You know when you're finna do something. And why is all these people living with each other? Looks like that last one. But these people need to get their own house.
Get your own.
Now we got Chris. Chris, bring me some paper towels. Oh, man. Oh.
Too much, Junior. It's too much. Too much. All right, last one, guys. This one is Cheyenne and Henderson. Cheyenne says, I've been married for 6 years, and my husband never wants to travel with me, but he's going on a family vacation with his parents and his sister. I can't go because I just started a new job and can't get time off. He said they can't change the dates, and I shouldn't be upset. Am I wrong for being angry?
He don't want you to go.
Exactly.
Right.
This man don't want you there. There's something about you he don't want you around his family. He don't want you there. Now you got to figure out what it is about you that he don't like. But he don't. You know what? His mama don't like you.
Mm-hmm. But that's beside the point.
Mama or daddy.
But he still won't go on vacation with her by himself, though. That's the thing.
He don't like her either.
Okay, there we go. That's more.
He done got tired of her. There's something about her he don't like. He's so glad she got that new damn job. Oh, he's so happy about this.
Now we can go, family. We can go now.
Got everybody together. Yeah. Yeah, he really don't like you. They going on vacation. That's at least 7 days.
Yeah, you need to reevaluate your marriage here. This is a definite red flag and trouble.
That's horrible.
They're going on one of them Virgin cruises. That's a Virgin cruise. It sounds like one of them Virgin cruises.
This is really bad, though. And no, you're not wrong for being angry. You're not. You should be upset. I think she should be upset about this.
Absolutely.
Yeah, she should be very upset. Yeah.
He doesn't want to go on vacation with you. That's crazy.
But he'll go with his whole family, including mom and dad, sisters,
and his
sister. Won't go with you? Wow.
Mm-hmm. Say it, Tommy.
They don't like you. Why you can't figure this out? Once again, flags. You don't see these flags?
Yeah. Their marriage is in trouble. It is. This is not a good thing right here.
So he on the promenade deck just having him some daiquiris without you.
Oh, yeah.
And nothing wrong.
That's the casino deck. You know that's on the promenade.
With a Hawaiian shirt open, it's blowing.
Yeah. Two chains on.
Yeah.
Yes, all that.
Man. She's at work, mad.
Oh, yeah. That's not cool.
No,
not at all. He called you every morning on your way to work. We just docked in the Bahamas.
You want me to bring you a souvenir? You want
They don't like you.
Thanks, guys. Coming up at the top of the hour, we'll have some entertainment news for you right after this.
Bring me one of them magnets for the refrigerator.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
There's a ton of stuff they don't want you to know.
Does the U.S. government really have alien technology?
And what about the future of artificial intelligence, AI? What happens when computers learn to think?
Could there be a serial killer in your town?
From UFOs to psychic powers and government cover-ups, from unsolved crimes to the bleeding edge of science, history is riddled with unexplained events.
We've spent a decade applying critical thinking to some of the most bizarre phenomena in civilization and beyond.
Each week, we dive deep into unsolved mysteries, conspiracy theories, and actual conspiracies. You've heard about these things, but what's the full story?
Listen to Stuff They Don't Want You to Know on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you find your favorite shows.
What's up, fam? I'm Brian Ford, artisan baker and host of the new podcast, Flaky Biscuit. On this podcast, I'm going to get to know my guests by cooking up their favorite nostalgic meal. It could be anything from Twinkies to Mom's Thanksgiving dressing. Sometimes I might get it wrong. Sometimes I'll get it right.
I'm so happy it's good because, man, if it wasn't, I'd be like, everybody not my mama.
Either way, we will have a blast. You'll have access to every recipe so you can cook and bake alongside me. as I talk to artists, musicians, and chefs about how this meal guided them to success. And these nostalgic meals, fam, they inspire one-of-a-kind conversations.
When I baked this recipe, it hit me like a ton of bricks.
Oh.
Does this podcast come with a therapist?
It can. Listen to Flaky Biscuit every Tuesday on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
In entertainment news this past Saturday, actor Blair Underwood and his friend of 43 years. Look, I'm trying to get through this story, okay?
Okay, go ahead.
Blair Underwood, like I was saying, and his friend of 43 years, Josie Hart, were married in the Dominican Republic. All right, so Blair told People.com when it came to planning his wedding to longtime friend Josie Hart, he was very involved. Guests included Kim Fields and Malcolm Jamal Warner. Blair and his bride first met when he was 16, and the two began a friendship that would span the next 43 years. He said, "My mother loved and adored her. We lived separate lives on separate coasts. We never saw each other a lot, but when we talked, there's always such a strong connection of just understanding each other," he says. The two began dating after their respective divorces, and Blair proposed. Proposed last fall.
You're going to have to pull yourself together.
He said,
I didn't know you love him like that. I did.
Me neither.
I didn't know you love him like that.
The two began dating after their respective divorces, and Underwood proposed last fall. It just feels so right, he says. I just feel like it's the next step in moving forward in my life and doing it together in our lives together. So I just want to say
congratulations, Shirley. That's what you're supposed to say.
Congratulations.
Yes. Shirley, I'm going to tell you right now, you keep this up, Shirley, his wife going to jump you. I'm telling you.
They'll be very happy. They'll be very, very happy.
To the bride and groom, huh?
Yes. Very, very happy. In other entertainment news, Beyonce avoided a major wardrobe malfunction on stage, and she is one of her backup dancers to thank. Last week during a show, I'm sure you guys heard about this, saw it on social media. Last week during a show in Hamburg, Germany, as part of her Renaissance World Tour, one of the straps of her hot pink outfit started to slip. She was performing her hit song "Break My Soul." A longtime backup dancer, one of the brothers from the dance troupe Les Twins, saw the wardrobe malfunction about to happen and quickly jumped in front of Beyonce to block the audience from seeing anything. I love that. He then grabbed her hand and placed it on her dress to indicate that she needed to do a quick fix. Queen B gave him a quick knowing smile before they moved on with the routine. I love that. Beyonce didn't miss a beat. You know she did miss a note while the incident took place because she is the ultimate professional. Yes,
she is.
I saw the video. He was so smooth with it. When she was singing, "You Won't Break My Soul," and he just walked right in front of her and just turned his back and moved his head and put her hand right there, and she just kept singing and walk. I said, now that was smooth. Now that's, somebody looking out for you right there, had your back. Because, oh my goodness, could you imagine?
Yeah, because they, right. And they have to do what they do, the dancers and backup singers and all that, but then they have to also keep their eye on Beyonce at all times, you know?
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah. It was really smooth. It was.
Nice.
Yep.
Talk about job security.
Yes, forever. Finally, in sports entertainment news, Junior, NBA baller Zion Williamson, you know he's been having problems with his ex, okay? Well, Zion Williamson's ex, Mariah Mills, is really, really tripping now. Now she's tattooed his name on her face.
After they done broke up and now she got... It's called deranged.
Issues with her though, right? She was an OnlyFans model, and
OnlyFans model.
Okay, so so it was stuff going on with her last week, right, Shirley?
Yeah, we talked about it last week, and
wait. So now when somebody tune in on OnlyFans, now she got Zion across her head.
Like, where she put the tattoo?
Yeah, it's on her cheek.
Where's it located?
It's not cheek. Like Amber Rose across her forehead. This is on her cheek. Yeah.
Zion.
What'd you say, Junior? What'd you say?
No, I just want to know where it was located. Because I'm gonna tell you something.
Yeah, it's on her cheek.
If this your ex though, this not your current man.
I know.
Right.
Stamped and locked in you, so you know it's real. That's what. Anyway, Mills captioned on a social media post accompanied by a lock emoji. Okay, that's what she put on her face. Mariah is an OnlyFans model, like we said. She's upset because Zion and his girlfriend Akima announced that they're having a baby. And remember a few weeks ago that Mills threatened to release the sex tapes of her and Zion together. Remember that?
What?
We talked about that. Yeah.
Yes.
So
yes.
He is too big to be making a sex tape. He know that. He is way too big.
If he could make sex tapes, okay, he need to be on the floor. He ain't played in 2 years. The boy sits down. Him in street clothes. They the same person.
Yeah.
He ain't played in forever.
This story.
She gonna have to put Mount in front of that Zion.
Stamped and locked in you, so you know it's real with the lock on it. Mount Zion's ex. This is crazy. This really is crazy.
I'm concerned.
You have to put Mount in front of that Zion. You don't have to.
She's doing a lot for attention. And
Too
she needs
much.
to stop. You need to stop. He obviously has moved on. Him and his girlfriend are having a baby.
Yeah.
You got to move on
now.
from that. Now, come on, boo. Now you got this man face tattooed on you.
Could you see yourself putting your ex on your face? I don't think so, right?
Yeah.
Or even your current.
No, me and Tommy married, and our wives don't put our names on their face at all.
Never will.
Coming up at 20 minutes after the hour, we'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this. Mount Zion.
Mount Zion.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
A mission to explore the remains of the Titanic went horribly, horribly wrong on June 18th, riveting the world. We all saw it as search crews raced against time to find a submersible that vanished during an attempted dive to the ocean floor. Where paying passengers on the Stockton Rush 3rd, founder of the submersible company OceanGate, could view the Titanic wreckage. Now, on Thursday, the U.S. Coast Guard announced pieces of the sub were found scattered across the debris field a third of a mile from the Titanic, and the 5 people aboard suffered a catastrophic implosion. OceanGate issued a statement saying, quote, "We grieve the loss of life of those aboard." And we were all hopeful as we watched this that there would, that they would survive.
Right.
We kept hope alive for until we got the word. What a horrible tragedy this was.
Can I ask y'all something though? Mm-hmm. What is it down there do we want from the Titanic?
I know. And there used to be treasures, I think, jewels and things that they were looking for. But yeah.
Just
social media doing them. They doing them.
I don't know. I guess your thoughts on someone taking such an
expensive excursion deep down in the ocean to find something that sank so many years and years ago.
There we go.
Yeah.
What we looking for? That's what I want to know. What are we looking for?
Well, I'll tell you one thing, Tommy. I saw on the History Channel, they got a show called Drain the Titanic. I saw the whole boat. I saw it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just at the house.
In your living room.
In my living room.
Yeah.
Same
There have
thing.
been a couple movies made about the Titanic. And
so this is supposedly, 2.5 miles down? About that?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Something along, I don't know exactly how far, but it's down. It's like on the ocean floor, they were saying.
Yeah. Listen, the submarine used to actually be on my bucket list. I used to, being in a submarine used to actually be on my bucket list. Guess what?
Oh, no.
Not no more.
No.
Not no more.
No, it's never been on mine, ever.
Man, I just...
Not no more.
What is the allure for to go down there and see this thing that sank over 100-some years ago. You ain't lying, Tommy.
Some people are, natural explorers. They want to see. They have questions, natural curiosity. And if you have enough money, you can do things like that.
I got
people
that.
want to take risks. You do excursions. You do stuff on vacation all the time.
I'm not doing it. I'm not climbing Mount Everest. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing none of it.
Just like people, took the rocket to outer space, things like that. There are people who like to do things like that. All right. Our condolences for sure to all the families. Coming up at 34 minutes after the hour, as we switch gears, the movie Barbie is coming out, and we'll talk about our favorite retro toys right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
The Barbie movie is coming out in July, and because of that, I got to ask you guys, do you remember those toys that you were obsessed with growing up? Of course, all the little girls loved the Barbie dolls, but maybe you were a Hot Wheels kid if you were a guy, or maybe you loved cooking brownies in your Easy Bake Oven. Mm-hmm. So I got to ask you, what was your favorite?
How long that brownie took? Man, that brownie took 4 days.
My sister had one of those.
Yeah, when you cook it with a light. Yeah.
Yeah, light bulb. Yeah.
I love the what was one of your favorite retro toys, Junior?
Big wheel.
Oh, big
wheel, man.
Big wheel.
Oh my God, that big wheel. That was my first. That was my first means of transportation. That big wheel. That thing right there.
Hey, Tommy, you know what about the big wheel, man? You got it when you pull up at somebody's house and you get off of it. It was like your real car. You be stuck.
But you gotta pull that little brake on the side so you can hook slide in there.
Yes. Dude,
you got to pull that little brake.
Man, a big wheel, man.
Big wheel. Or when Atari first came out. Atari. Oh my God.
Yeah.
And that's when we were just playing. It was that little dot just going back and forth.
Yeah.
We thought we was the bomb.
Yeah, Pac-Man.
Yeah.
I love Slinky. Remember Slinky? I don't know why I was so obsessed with
We ain't have no stairs, so I ain't like the damn Slinky.
I love Slinkies. Because they could walk on their own. It was like they were doing their own thing. I love Slinkies.
I'll tell you another thing.
Oh, go ahead, Junior. I'll go after you.
I'm going to tell you another thing. Man, I had a Knight Rider remote control car. Couldn't tell me, boy. I had Kit going through the kitchen. Man.
Okay. Remember the Magic 8-Ball? You would
shake
it over to see what kind of mood you would be in. And you would ask questions. I had my Magic 8-Ball in my room. My friends would come over and we would, what did it say? Flip it over.
Do he like me? And shake it.
Yes or no?
Yes or no? And it would always come up yes.
Here's the one my cousins would play that. I would run out the room. I was too scared. When they had that, what's that board?
Ouija board.
That Ouija board. And they all that I felt like it was just some spirits. I just ran up out the room. I couldn't take it.
Yeah, I don't know too many black people who played.
No, we didn't.
We didn't mess with it too much. Yeah, but any kind of doll with hair and I loved clothes for my dolls. All of that kind of stuff. I had all kinds of doll clothes.
Did you play Trouble?
Yes.
The game? Yeah.
Trouble, Monopoly, and Sorry.
Monopoly. Yeah.
Yes.
Monopoly took too damn long to me. It just... And I always get put in jail. I was broke. I ain't like that.
I loved Monopoly.
Couldn't buy Boardwalk.
Couldn't buy nothing.
But yeah, Monopoly, it never ended. You just got tired. And put the game up. Yeah. But Trouble and what was
Sorry.
Sorry. Ooh, Sorry.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Operation. Remember Operation?
Yeah, I thought that was dumb. I didn't like Operation.
Let me tell you something. My sister got every year for Christmas, and she, my sister was young, but she had all these kids, them Cabbage Patch Kids.
Yeah,
I remember my sister's kid.
Yes.
Her first kid name was Irwin. Why do I still know his name is still Irwin?
Because they came with papers and everything.
Everything.
Yeah, papers. I remember as a mom going to so many Toys R Us to try to get Sheridan, my daughter, a Cabbage Patch doll. Oh,
really?
Because they would sell out. Yeah, they would sell out.
Yeah, they
one of the biggest fights I ever seen was behind Uno.
Yeah.
That's today.
Yeah.
Made my cousin draw 4 one time too many.
Too many?
Yeah. Man. And then I had an uncle who was really into, let's just say, the culture. And every time we would play Uno and change the color. What's the color? The color is black. Every time it's either blue, yellow, red, or green. The color is black. Hold his fist up. We did not want to play with it.
I loved Uno because I couldn't play the other cards, so I was queen of Uno. All right, coming up next, it is the nephew and today's prank phone call right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, right about 4 minutes after, it's my strawberry letter for today, and the subject is he still sleeps on his wife's pillowcase. What? We'll get into that, find out what that's all about in just a few, because right now it is time for the nephew and today's prank phone call. Tommy, what you got for us today?
We're finna get straight stupid up in here today, y'all. Okay? I'm finna get straight up stupid. Here it is. You married your brother.
What?
You married your brother. Hey, it happens. It happens, okay? It happens. You married your brother. Yes, you did. Cat dog, if you would.
Hello?
Hello, I'm trying to reach Carmen, please.
This is she.
Hi, Carmen. My name is Keith. I'm calling you from Insurance Group.
Oh, hi. How are you?
Good. You and your husband, what is it, Harvey? Harvey, is that right?
Yes, it's Harvey.
Okay. You guys actually put applications and actually went in and got your physicals done for life insurance, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay, I actually am calling you from the insurance group. I have you all's lab results and everything as far as your physicals and blood tests and things of that nature. Is there any way I could possibly talk to both of you guys at the same time, you and Harvey? Is that possible?
Well, sure. He's at work right now, but I can get him on the phone.
Okay, it would be it'd be kind of easy if I kind of explained everything to both of you guys at the same time. If that's okay?
Okay, something wrong?
No, nothing's wrong. I mean, I think I need to just try to bring a few things to you guys' attention, but I think, after that, it's pretty much you guys' decision on what you do. But I just wanted to let you know a few things about, the results and things of that nature, life insurance, the whole 9 yards, okay?
Okay. Well, hold on. Let me see if I can get him on the phone.
Hello?
Hey, babe.
Hey, sweetheart.
Look, I got the insurance people on the line. They want to try to get both of us on the phone to talk to us about the insurance stuff.
Oh, cool. Good. Hey, Harvey, how you doing? This is Keith from Insurance Group. How are you?
Hey, good. What's happening, Keith?
Good. Listen, I wanted to give you guys a call and kind of follow up. You guys did physicals and blood tests and the whole 9 yards, and I wanted to give you guys a call. It's kind of better if I talk to both of you guys at the same time. So do you have a minute that we can actually use kind of get some of this information out to you?
Yeah. I'm fine, man. I'm on a little break right now. I'm good.
Okay, great. First of all, we've gotten all your lab results back, everything, and I kind of got a few questions for you guys that I'm a little puzzled on. How long have you guys actually been married?
Well, we've been together about 3 years.
3 years. Okay, now, prior to being married 3 years, how long did you guys know each other before you got married?
What'd you say, babe? About 6 years?
Yeah, about 6 years.
Okay. You guys have been knowing each other pretty close to 9 years now.
All together, yeah.
Okay. Are you actually from the same hometown? Did you grow up in the same hometown?
Yeah, we grew up. I'm sorry. Is this questioning? Is this about the insurance or?
Well, there's a few things that's actually puzzling, Carmen, that we need to. This is some news I actually didn't want to bring you guys, but I have to actually give you this news. Looking at our records, looking at all the test results, and let me be the first to tell you that we run these results over and over and over, trying to make sure we are completely 115, 20% right, okay?
What's the problem with the test?
Well, looking at our test, guys, Harvey, Carmen, it's indicating that you guys are related. And 9 times out of 10, you guys are siblings.
What? Hold on, man. What?
Okay. I understand the shock. It took everything I had to make this phone call. I did not want to make it. But looking at our records, and we went over these records over and over, and the blood work tells us that you guys are actually siblings.
Man.
This don't make no sense.
Kidding. What the
Are you serious?
Ma'am, I'm
my wife. You know that, right?
This is not a laughing matter, not a joking matter. You know, like I said, I did not want to call with this information.
Well, you did make the call, man.
Look, you need to go back. I don't know what you need to go back and double check your records or something because we've been married 3 years.
Check with the lab, man. Can you check with the lab and call us back and let us know they made a mistake?
Harvey, and I knew those questions would come up, and we went over it. We went over it and over it and over it.
Well, y'all need to go over it again because that don't make no damn sense.
Hold on, baby. I got this. You make the call, and this got to be wrong. So what you need to do is make another call and call the lab and call us back and let us know that you either know they made a mistake or something. You talking about me and my wife.
And I understand it, Harvey. Harvey, let me ask you this. Is it possible, and this is just a question. Is it possible that your dad and maybe her mom maybe knew each other at some point? And
What the you say about my mama and dad?
That's some straight Look, you need to go back and do whatever you need to do. But I tell you what, you say some like that again, I tell you my baby's going to be coming down there and beat your for saying some like that.
Yeah, hold on, baby. Baby, hold on, baby. I got this. Baby, hold on. I got it, baby. How you gonna call me with this? What you from? I don't know where you from where people do like that, but that ain't
all I'm doing, sir, is bringing you the results.
Why don't you bring me the results in person and I bet I'll whoop your
That's what I'm talking about,
Hey, sir, even if you beat the messenger, at the end of the day, that's still your sister.
At the end of the day, I'm gonna whoop your
Look, I don't care what the you talking about. He ain't my damn brother.
I'm gonna find out where the you are, whatever cubicle you in. You gonna call me talking about we brother and sister? It's my wife.
I understand that, sir. But somewhere down the line, somebody made a mistake, and you guys, a brother and sister, got married. I'm not at fault for that.
Well, let me tell you this. Don't you make the mistake of calling either one of these numbers again in your life.
Sir, I got one more test result I do need to give you.
Oh, you got more test results.
Okay, hold on. What you been talking about, Ben? What else you got to say now that's going to be worse than this?
The only other test result I have, ma'am, is that this is nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked by your girlfriend.
I told you ain't like her.
Wait till when
I told you.
Hey, I got one more thing I got to ask both of y'all. What is the baddest, and I'm talking about the baddest radio show in the land?
Steve Harvey Morning Show.
That's what you do.
No round of applause necessary. I don't need no praise and prank. Ain't no prank and praise. We don't need it today. It's not necessary. I will praise and prank worship myself. Okay, I know I did that thing. You married your brother. Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Disturbing.
Crazy. Oh, man. Get ready. The nephew is coming to Skip to the Lou, St. Louis, Missouri. The nephew is coming to town. Club Helium. That will be July 7, 8, 9. July 7, 8, 9. The nephew is coming to town. Dothan, Alabama, laying in the cut on July 15th, Saturday night on the 15th. Tickets are on sale right now. Did you hear what I said? I said right now. And then the Kappa Conclave. Oh, my God. Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. I will be there Saturday the 22nd, and we have a family outing. You don't want to miss it. You can go to KappaConclave2023.com, KappaConclave2023.com, and then Redondo Beach, California, Los Angeles on the 23rd. The nephew will be in town. Tickets are running fast, so get one if you want to come see the nephew. It's been a long time since I've been to Los Angeles, and I will be there. The Redondo Beach Performing Arts Center. The nephew's coming to town. Oh, dear. Do you hear me?
Yeah, you outside, baby. You are back.
I'm up and running. I'm back in business. Thank you, Jesus.
You know what, man? I want to come to the Kappa Conclave. Just see what y'all be doing, Tommy.
Yeah? You want to come to Cap Conklin?
I'm going to come out there, man. I'm coming. Because that's my birthday weekend. So I might well just come out there and just hang. Just see what y'all be doing.
Just walk right on over.
I know where you at.
Right on over. Me and this beautiful lady, Deanne King, we gonna be hosting that thing. So come on out, dude. You come on out.
All right, nephew. All right. Coming up next is Strawberry Letter. The subject is he still sleeps on his wife's pillowcase. We'll get into that right after this.
I know some more pillows in that house.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
There's a ton of stuff they don't want you to know.
Does the U.S. government really have alien technology?
And what about the future of artificial intelligence, AI? What happens when computers learn to think?
Could there be a serial killer in your town?
From UFOs to psychic powers and government cover-ups, from unsolved crimes to the bleeding edge of science, history is riddled with unexplained events.
We've spent a decade applying critical thinking to some of the most bizarre phenomena in civilization and beyond.
Each week, we dive deep into unsolved mysteries, conspiracy theories, and actual conspiracies. You've heard about these things, but what's the full story?
Listen to Stuff They Don't Want You to Know on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you find your favorite shows.
What's up, fam? I'm Brian Ford, artist and baker, and host of the new podcast, Flaky Biscuit. On this podcast, I'm going to get to know my guests by cooking up their favorite nostalgic meal. It could be anything from Twinkies to Mom's Thanksgiving dressing. Sometimes I might get it wrong. Sometimes I'll get it right.
I'm so happy it's good because, man, if it wasn't, I'd be like, everybody not my mama.
Either way, we will have a blast. You'll have access to every recipe so you can cook and bake alongside me as I talk to artists, musicians, and chefs about how this meal guided them to success. And these nostalgic meals, fam, they inspire one-of-a-kind conversations.
When I baked this recipe, it hit me like a ton of bricks.
Oh.
Does this podcast come with a therapist?
It can. Listen to Flaky Biscuit every Tuesday on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
The legendary funk group Kool and the Gang returns to the stage at Westgate Las Vegas Resort and Casino with their residency. And you, yes, you could win a trip for two to see them perform, including round-trip coach airfare and a 2-night hotel stay. The Westgate Las Vegas Resort and Casino, with its newly designed rooms, is the home of legendary Vegas fun. Enter now and get rules for a trip to Vegas to see Kool and the Gang at SteveHarveyFM.com. That's SteveHarveyFM.com, sponsored by Westgate Resorts.
JT gonna be there. Is JT gonna be there?
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah.
He's
All
gonna
right,
be, so he can sing the hits. Yes. That's gonna be a fun time. Had by all, you know what they
I
say.
wanted his curls so bad. God, I wanted that curl, yeah.
What happens in Vegas? All right. It is time now for today's Strawberry Letter. And if you need advice on relationships, dating, work, sex, parenting, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to SteveHarveyFM.com and click Submit Strawberry Letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one right here, right now. And you never know, it could be yours. Yeah.
It could be yours. Buckle up and hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is. Strawberry Letter.
All right. Thank you, nephew. Subject: he still sleeps on his wife's pillowcase. Dear Steve and Shirley, I met a man online recently. I had a very bad divorce, and he went through losing his wife. She died from complications of COVID 3 years ago, and he was ready to get back out there and date. We connected on many levels, and I was nice enough to help him clean out his wife's things. He said that I could take anything of hers that I wanted, from her jewelry to any of her clothes, because she didn't have any sisters to give the stuff to. I told him thanks, but no thanks, because I was creeped out by it all. We moved out everything except the bed that he shared with his wife. I did not know it was the same bed and same mattress till he attempted to have sex with me for the first time. He tried to get things started on the couch and make love there. I told him that I imagined our first time being a little more special, like in a bed, for example. He said that he's not ready to be intimate with another woman in his marital bed. I stopped everything and put my blouse back on. I asked him why the bed was so special, and he said it's where his beloved wife took her last breath.
I'll be damned.
He said he can't bring himself to change her pillowcase when he washes the sheets. He told me I was welcome to spend the night with him, but if I did, he would sleep on his wife's side and I would sleep on his side. Now listen, I'm not feeling this man at all after this. I was hoping he's the one, but this set us back so far. I've recently talked to him and asked if we got serious, would he get rid of that bed, sheets, and pillowcase? He said it would be hard, but if we fell in love, it might be possible. Would you guys be okay with sleeping in that bed, or is it creepy to you too? Should I put this relationship on pause? Girl, you know the answer to these questions. Yes, this is creepy to us too. Yes, it is. Should you put this relationship on pause? Yes, you should. This is not what we're doing. We are not sleeping on the bed where your wife took her last breath. Okay, we're not doing that. He can live and, honor his wife and her memory as much as he wants to himself. But this is a lot to ask any person, especially a black person, anybody on the face of the earth, okay, that's black. We don't get down like this. It's not what we do. We don't mess with dead people. We don't do the dead stuff, the spirits, the seances, the Ouija boards. We don't do ghosts. We don't do any of that. And after he told you that not only were you turned off immediately, but you were scared, I'm sure, and looking for your car keys in the door, I'm sure. Give me my blouse, my car keys, my purse, I'm out of here. Life is about moving forward. It's not about dwelling on the past. Of course it's painful, and we empathize with him and anyone when a loved one dies, but you've got to find the strength to move on, as hurtful as that is. And he's not quite ready to do that. And he cannot drag you into this situation. I suggest for him some grief counseling immediately, and maybe you can go with him on his first meeting as support. That's my suggestion to you. Tommy?
Get your ass out this house. I don't care if your blouse ain't on. Get your car with your bra on. Get your keys and get the hell up out of here. Why are you hanging around after you done found out that once you found out that that's where that woman died at, you should have got your butt up out there. I'd have walked right out of there in my bra and got in my car and rolled out. I don't need that damn blouse. I don't need my purse. All I need is my keys and I'm out. This is a damn shame. What is the last question on the letter? What is she asking us? Yes,
would you guys be okay with sleeping in that bed, or is it creepy to you too? Should I put this relationship on pause?
This relationship needs to stop right here, right now. We done. We out. We don't want because guess what? Now I don't know what linen he got on the bed. I don't know if he gonna ever change it. I don't want the linen. I don't care what pillowcases is in there. I'm through. I'm rolling. Time out. I am in my bra. Can y'all picture me in my bra rolling?
And leave.
At the light in my bra. Rolling.
I don't want that visual, Tommy. I don't want that.
That's all right. I'm in my bra rolling.
I want that in my head.
Tommy had to make a left on Florence. Tommy rolling. No, you need to get your butt out of this. This is not, because guess what? He is not moved on. He's not done. He's still mourning. He's still mourning that his wife has passed. He done passed in his bed. You would think he would have gotten a new bed for himself. Just period. You know what I'm saying? He just, so he's still attached, baby. So you gotta let this man go. But for real though, get in your bra and roll, baby.
Hang on, Tommy. Hang on. We'll have part 2. We'll hear from Junior coming up at 23 minutes after the hour. Today's Strawberry Letter subject: he still sleeps on his wife's pillowcase. We'll get back into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, we're going to recap today's Strawberry Letter. The subject, he still sleeps on his wife's pillowcase. A woman wrote this letter. She met a man online and, they kind of got together because they had, she had a bad divorce and then he was, getting through losing his wife. His wife had died 3 years ago from complications of COVID. And, she said he went through losing his wife, but actually he's not done with it. He's still going through it. He's still mourning her. And it's been 3 years. He, has not completely cleaned out everything from his late wife, especially the bed, the marital bed. This marital bed that's in his house is the same bed where his wife died. And that's the kind of scary part. And that's what this letter is all about. This woman is creeped out by this. The man still, he washes the linen, but he doesn't wash his wife's pillowcase. Mm-hmm. He wants to bring his new woman into this marital bed where his wife died. Who does that? And she's creeped out about it. She asked us, would we be okay with sleeping in this bed? And the answer to that is no. Is this creepy to us as well? The answer to that is yes. And should she put this relationship on pause? Yes, she should, especially until he can get some sort of grief counseling to work through this, because he's not over this. He's definitely not over this. Now, we heard from Tommy Jr. Tommy said, run. Leave the situation alone. Junior,
in your bra.
Yeah.
In your bra. Roll out.
What you got?
I'm going to tell you right now, I'm embracing my whole culture right now. I'm black. I don't do spirits. I don't do that. Especially if I've already seen a spirit before. I know what this is. No. Let me tell you something. Margaret's spirit in here. In this whole bedroom. Black people, I don't do this here. Margaret's spirit is in it. Margaret watching us.
Is that his wife?
Margaret is in here. It's hard to kiss and something go behind you. I can't see that. Did she just come across the room? Is Margaret in the corner with her arms folded watching us? No. We got to burn this whole bed. Everything got to go. Black people don't even play this type of game. Can't do this. No, you asking us.
This is the Bates Hotel.
Tommy, I can't see this, man. I promise you. The minute I see something white float across the room, putting everything on.
We don't do this.
I'm putting clothes on immediately because your spirit is in here. She's in here. Wait a minute. What is that I smell? Is that her scent? Is that her perfume just came in here? No, it's not doing it.
I hate to say this, y'all.
What?
That body might be in that house. I'm just trying to tell you, that body might be in that house.
You play too much.
I'm just trying to tell you, that body might be in that house. Now, I'm just telling you, it might be. You need to look in the attic, in the basement. That body might be in that house. I'm telling you.
Let me just tell y'all this. Y'all have never known this by me, but I don't do this because I'm going to tell you right now. I was at my great-grandmother's funeral. We went back to that house. I saw her standing at a window. I've seen a spirit before. I'm not. No. Don't play with me about this.
Your grandmama was in the window.
My great-grandmother's spirit. I just went to the funeral that day. That night, her spirit was in that house and looking out that window. I'm not doing this.
How old were you, Junior, when you went to
9? Don't ask me.
And you saw your great-grandmama in the window.
I saw Freddie Mae Rogers in the window. I'm telling y'all, don't play with me. I don't do this. Just know what I do. Don't do this to me. Ask me about no.
Well, I think the crazy part about this letter is that his wife died in this bed. He wants to bring this other woman in and make love to her and try to have a relationship. That's the crazy part. You're supposed to get rid of this bed now in order to move on.
She in that house, Tom. She in
that house, sir.
She in there.
She in that house, sir.
She is.
She in that house. How long was Jane Brown in that house? Jane Brown was in that house about 6 months, wasn't?
Yeah.
Wasn't Jane Brown in that house about 6 months?
Ain't there. They put him in there. I'm telling you. I'm with Tommy.
I know Jane's spirit. I know Jane's spirit around there singing his ass up around. I know.
Maceo! It's in there. Don't play. I don't play about this. I'll play with y'all all day long, but not about these spirits. I don't do that. No,
Mr. Brown.
But okay, all right, let me ask you this. When he was trying to give her some of his wife's things, like the jewelry and stuff, would you have taken the jewelry? The value, if it was valuable? You wouldn't have even taken that, huh?
It's her. And that's crazy of him to be trying to get out of the way, too.
He didn't have anyone else to give it to. That's what she said.
Well,
come on now.
See
come
now
on.
what we talking?
Yeah.
Rollies, diamonds,
diamond. Come on.
Okay. Let me ask you this: Would you want her wedding ring?
That's what I'm about to say, Tommy. I said, would you put that wedding ring on?
I would put that on.
No, we would get it. Yeah, we would get it redone. Yeah, we would get it redone. We know what to do.
If it's off the chain, I'm just saying.
I don't care how much it is. She gonna follow you. I'm telling you.
No, she's not.
Now I'm scared. Junior got me scared.
What's your grandmama name again, man? What's your
Freddie Mae
great-grandmama?
Rogers, my great grandmother.
I
saw her in the window where she used to always look. Don't play with me. I don't play by this. Not
All right.
spirit.
Post your comments on today's Strawberry Letter at Steve Harvey.
I don't care what y'all say.
Steve Harvey FM on Instagram and Facebook, and check out the Strawberry Letter podcast on the free iHeartRadio app. You can download it today. Coming up at 46 minutes after the hour, is it Sports Talk, Junior? What are we talking about?
I don't know. Well, I'm telling you right now, I don't play by this.
We'll be back after these.
Junior's coming up next, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, it is time now for Junior. I'm just going to say Junior.
Yeah, I'm here.
What you got, Junior?
Okay, let's just get to sport. We can't talk about spirits no more. I'm telling you right now, we're not doing that. So what I do have is this for you. Chris Paul was a wizard for a day, and now he's going to the Golden State Warriors. Come on, Chris, man. It's about the best chance you can get a ring with over here with Steph Curry and Klay Thompson, man. Man, he might get a ring, Tom.
Chris got to start stretching, and every time I look up, Chris Paul got a hamstring. I'm sick of that. He's going to have to start stretching now. We tired of these hamstrings. Your old
hamstring injuries,
we
man.
need you down the stretch.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah, we need you from April to June. We need you on the court, man. I'm telling you, this might be the best
He need to
time,
you know what he need to do? He need to do what street clothes do. What street clothes do? He don't really play during the regular season. He showed up during the playoffs. That's what Chris Paul need to do. Quit playing all them 60-something games. Wait till the end.
It's 82.
Yeah.
And for people who don't know, when you referring to street clothes, who were you all talking about?
Oh, that's AD.
Anthony Davis.
Everybody know.
We ain't got to tell them, Carl. Everybody know.
They know who street clothes.
Street clothes.
Oh, okay.
I love that name.
I saw so many outfits he had on. Boy, he would be dressing on that bench. I'm telling you, he be dressing.
He
Boy, got nice
play
clothes.
all that playing the whole season. AD don't do all that. I play with his time.
He play with his time. Here's another
game 30. Why am I playing in game 30? No, I'm not playing game 30.
It's 50 more games to go. Can't play in game. Get me around 72. Just let me play the last 10 playoff. But here's another one too, Tim. This is what they talking about too, man. Do we want James Harden back in Houston?
Well, I'm friends with James' mother. James' mother is so cool. I like her. I like, they good people. Now, him as a team, as playing for the Rockets.
Well, we got options? I mean,
yeah,
what do you...
because we sorry.
Oh, we ain't got a damn option at all. We trying to make sure the coach got, that he's straight, because he...
Oh,
stay out there front office. He got to stay his ass out there front office.
We got to make sure he just stay in the gym. Don't go up there front office. Ime Aduka, that's our coach. Stay on the court. Don't go up there.
Okay.
Lil Boosie said he moved to the wrong city.
He did. Lil Boosie said, man, you can't come down there, dog. The women down in Houston, oh, man, you can't go down there.
That's too much for you. That's too much for you, partner. Man. You hit that turkey leg hut one time, I promise you your life will change.
I swear. If he over at 42-12, if I find, man, we cannot afford it. No. So we'll take James. I know one thing. Everybody want James to come back. I know all the strip clubs want James Harden back in the city because James be lighting it up. James gonna be out there.
James make it rain. James make it rain.
Come on back, Harden. Hell, we ain't mad.
All right, Junior. Thank you. Coming up at the top of the hour, some social media advice, the pros and cons of co-signing a loan. We'll talk about it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
There's a ton of stuff they don't want you to know.
Does the U.S. government really have alien technology?
And what about the future of artificial intelligence, AI? What happens when computers learn to think?
Could there be a serial killer in your town?
From UFOs to psychic powers and government cover-ups, from unsolved crimes to the bleeding edge of science, history is riddled with unexplained events.
We've spent a decade applying critical thinking to some of the most bizarre phenomena in civilization and beyond.
Each week, we dive deep into unsolved mysteries, conspiracy theories, and actual conspiracies. You've heard about these things, but what's the full story?
Listen to Stuff They Don't Want You to Know on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you find your favorite shows.
Protesters and supporters alike are lined up outside the United States Supreme Court this afternoon as a decision in the most hotly debated case in years is set to be delivered.
From iHeart Podcasts, Supreme, The Battle for Roe, tells the story of the unlikely champions behind the landmark case Roe v. Wade.
Sir, I graduated the top quarter of my class.
We just don't have a spot for you.
Starring Maya Hawke as 26-year-old lead attorney Sarah Weddington.
We're challenging the Texas abortion laws in federal court.
And Academy Award nominee William H. Macy as Supreme Court Justice Harry Blackmun.
My chief qualification being, I'm uncontroversial.
You know how we both ended up on the Supreme Court?
Politics?
Damn right.
This may be the longest of shots, but it's also the last chance for a lot of women.
Time is not the most important factor. Getting it right is.
I'm trying to get you to stand for something, man. Now go to it.
Listen to Supreme, The Battle for Roe on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Well, guys, listen up. DJ on Facebook writes, I'm torn between being a good dad and being fiscally responsible, okay? Fiscally responsible. My son just called me up tripping and almost in tears because his car is irreparably damaged and it looks like he needs to buy a new one. Without a car, he can't get to work. He's also 25 and has one bankruptcy under his belt already and has been evicted from 2 apartments for not paying his rent. However, he always has the latest video games and streaming subscriptions. He's begging me to co-sign a loan so he can get a car, but I'm sick of him. What do you all think?
What? Okay.
Yeah, come on, Daddy Tommy.
I got a 26-year-old.
Okay, so yeah.
Tough love. It's time for some tough love. So,
yeah.
But the issue is the boy got to get to work. And if he don't get to work, then he's still in your pocket. So you might have to buy a little used something so he can get to and from. I know you don't want to do it, but you may have to break down and buy a little something. You know what they call it, a cash
car.
Cash car. You know, you might have to spend a few $1,000s to get your son a car, and then you got to lean on him. You got to put that tough love on him and say, look, this is it, man. You got to get yourself together. This is it. You got to take care of yourself, and you got to quit running back. The bank is closed.
Okay.
This is the last straw. The bank is closed. And if you don't, the bank will continue to stay open. He will continue to run to daddy every time he needs something. It's over. Take care of yourself.
Okay. Come on, stepdaddy.
And he's 25, let me tell you this. 26, guess what? He gonna be off your insurance and he ain't gonna have no money for that either. Because I just went through that.
I just went through that too. My daughter's 26 now. Yeah, I just went through that. Yep.
Oh, wow.
Junior?
Tommy just
Uncle Daddy?
Yeah, that's it, man. Let me tell you something. I am learning a new phase in my life with having stepchildren. But I love them like they're my own. But at the same time, we have those issues too with the children coming to us and asking us. And I keep doing it. And I'm trying to work with her son. I said, listen, man, you have no other option. And you younger. You have to do something with your life. But it's not going to be putting a Band-Aid on here every time you need something. Because every time I give you a $100 or $200 or pay this bill, it's just a Band-Aid. Because you're not worried about what you're going to do for the rest of your life, dog. And you have children.
But you know what? It's a lot of it is our fault because we've given them so much.
I think that's what it is.
We've given them so much that we have not actually train them to, you have got to do this for yourselves. And we've created a monster. We've created a lot of monsters out there that was just like, oh my God, you don't have these skills to get yourself through life. And it's my fault because I gave because I wanted to give to you because I wanted you to have what I didn't have. Exactly.
And we didn't have it.
Yeah.
That's it,
Unlike
Tommy.
our
we
parents.
grew up, our parents, they were trying to survive. And so they did the best they could. And each generation, you want your children to live better than
do better.
you live.
Yes.
Right.
It's the family.
So with this generation, like you said, Tommy, we was just giving them, and did we mess up? With
we
teaching
did.
them those life skills and teaching them how to be disappointed and to do without.
Yeah.
And to know what it means
if I learn nothing
to
else
get
from
wages from working hard for your money, if we just give it to them, there's no lesson in that. They don't know how hard you have to work to get these few dollars. They don't understand that if you constantly give it to them. Yeah.
If I learned nothing else from my father, I learned how to survive and I learned how to save. Nothing else, I've learned how to save.
Yeah, you save. You're a great saver. I always tell you that.
Stack.
What hurt my feelings the most is my nephew came to me 2 weeks ago. This actually happened 2 weeks ago. Said, if I just don't do well, I'll just come live with you. That's not the right attitude.
No,
I failed you, young man. And we just gave.
And you can't stay here. So get that out your head.
Man.
Yeah. All right, guys. All right. We'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show coming up at 20 minutes after the hour, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, in trending pregnancy news, I don't know where that came from, but here it is.
Trending pregnancy news.
Pregnancy news, right? A recent poll of 2,000 women shows that 89% experienced at least one type of craving during their pregnancy. It also used data to determine some of the most popular food cravings, as well as some of the strangest ones. The most popular cravings include seasonal foods that are out of season when the cravings strike. For instance, pumpkin pie or sweet potato pie in the spring. Others want very specific food combinations like peanut butter and marshmallow sandwiches. Or pickles and cheese. So here's the question. What kind of cravings what kind of cravings did your wife have while pregnant? Plus, Carla and I had some cravings of our own.
I can't remember Jackie's cravings.
Ice cream.
Yeah.
I tell you what.
We did that together.
Yeah. Yo, you put
you had cravings
too? Yeah.
I was going through too now.
I wanted pizza all the time, Shirley.
Pizza.
And I could not stand the smell because, pregnant women with smells.
Oh, yeah,
and all
we're
that.
so
I could not
hypersensitive.
stand the smell of popcorn.
Oh, wow.
What?
Okay, and as much as I love pizza, I couldn't stand pizza at that time. I didn't want to smell it. All I wanted was watermelon. And watermelon wasn't in season in October.
Yeah.
All right.
Cute.
Coming up at 33 minutes after the hour, we'll play a round of Would You Rather right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now for a round of Would You Rather. Would you rather live on the beach where you are right now, Tommy? I know you're loving it.
I like that.
Or would you rather live in a cabin in the woods? Remember that movie?
I'm not going to no damn woods. No, I need to be by the water.
Okay.
There's bears in the woods.
I didn't see a movie called Cabin in the Woods.
Remember that movie? Yeah. It was scary.
Be on the beach.
No.
Yeah, on the beach. All right. Would you rather walk barefoot in a public restroom or get poison ivy?
Give me the poison ivy. I'm not walking in that nasty ass bathroom.
Really?
I will put that calamine lotion on and I'll get through that. I'm not walking in that nasty bath.
Barefoot with that calamine.
I'm going to look like a big
pink.
salmon.
That's all it is. Yeah, we're going to look like salmon out here. My arm is pink. I don't care.
Yeah.
No.
I'm taking the poison ivy too. Yeah. Would you rather live to be 150 but just have a boring life, but you're 150 years old, or would you rather live till 50 and have the most exciting life ever?
I'm gonna take the 150 because I'm closer to 50 now. I'm
past 50. I need to get to the
past it. Yeah,
you trying to shut me down right now?
Y'all just trying to kill us. Y'all just trying to kill us. No, I'm closer to 50 now. I'll be 45 next month, and you talk about 50 mean 5 more years? It's over.
You're done.
Give me the
I'm gonna take that boring 150.
Yeah. That makes sense. All right. Would you rather never be able to drink water again or only be able to drink water?
Now you just trying to kill me, and now you trying to dehydrate me. What is you doing, Shirley?
Which one?
Yeah, we want the water. You just tried to kill us. 50. Now we can't have water?
Water. No juice, no coffee.
No,
water.
I'm here.
Pizza. Water.
Yeah.
Barbecue ribs.
Ooh.
Water.
Yeah. Let me tell you something. Had pork chops last
So you
night.
saying no water and we can do it? We can eat anything we want?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes. You can drink anything you want. Yeah.
You can't live without the water though.
You need water.
You can't live without that. We gonna die.
I don't like this today. She trying to kill us, Tommy. I don't like this.
Would you rather?
Now you brushing your teeth, can't rinse. This is a mess. This
is would you rather. Okay, that's what this is. Would you rather have every shirt you ever wear be itchy, or would you rather only be able to use one-ply toilet paper?
What?
Man, I am through
one-ply toilet paper or an itchy shirt.
I got to have that double-ply paper. I cannot have that one little strip that, and you can see straight through that. No, I can't have it.
All right, that's today's round of Would You Rather. Coming up at 49 minutes after the hour, it's our last break of the day, and I have another question for you guys when we come back right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
There's a ton of stuff they don't want you to know.
Does the U.S. government really have alien technology?
And what about the future of artificial intelligence, AI? What happens when computers learn to think?
Could there be a serial killer in your town?
From UFOs to psychic powers and government cover-ups, from unsolved crimes to the bleeding edge of science, history is riddled with unexplained events.
We've spent a decade applying critical thinking to some of the most bizarre phenomena in civilization and beyond.
Each week, we dive deep into unsolved mysteries, conspiracy theories, and actual conspiracies. You've heard about these things, but what's the full story?
Listen to Stuff They Don't Want You to Know on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you find your favorite shows.
All right, guys, here we are, our last break of the day on this Tuesday. It's been a good day. Mm-hmm. Thanks to everyone.
Yeah. Thank you.
Who listens?
One a day.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Learned a lot.
Yeah, we love it. Hey, listen, guys, before we get out of here, I got one more question for you. This is from Bria on Steve Harvey FM. Bria wrote to us. She says, my roommate and I have lived together for the last 2 years. I really like her, and we moved into this apartment together, but I want to live alone now. I make enough money and I'm the only person on the lease, so I'd like to continue living here and have her move out. How do I get her to move out without coming off as a complete mean B-word?
I think you got to say it the same way you just told us. That, you want to live by yourself. You really want your space. I don't know if you can. It's going to be hard either way you say it. You just got to let her know.
Yeah.
But you gotta let her know I don't want to mess up our friendship, but I want to, won't you move next door? Something like that. There's no softer way to put it. Once you're telling somebody you want them to move out, you just gotta say it. Yeah, and you're getting older. How old is she? 20 what?
She doesn't say her age. She doesn't say.
But they've been living together for 2 years.
Yeah, for 2 years.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And it depends on what was said when they moved in, what kind of agreement they were made. And her name is the only one on the lease, so legally she has the right to do this. But did they say there were? What happened when they moved in together? You know,
right?
Yeah.
You can
was
say
it until you get on your feet, or
6 months?
Did they put a time limit on it? You know, how was it?
If you value the friendship like I think you do, then you got to really have a sit down and have a heart-to-heart conversation and let her know, hey, this has nothing to do with you. You haven't done anything wrong. I want to live by myself. I want my space. Yeah.
But you know, I can't live by myself. That's why I had a roommate, because I need to save money. I can't afford.
Well, then you're gonna have
to
find another damn roommate. Now, I done tried to talk to you nice now.
See, now it's getting ugly.
It was just one question. You raising your voice.
Why are you doing this to me? I thought we were friends.
We are friends. I just need you to move next door. Now, damn, I done told you.
Let me tell you how they did it to me.
Okay.
What they did to me.
Oh, this happened to you, Junior?
Okay. Well, you know, living with a female at the time I was dating, and Tommy knows who this is. But I'm gonna tell you something. Don't nothing get your attention like your clothes in a trash bag outside. Swear to God. Swear to God, you can't go back in that door. I promise you can't go back in there. Once you see your clothes in a trash bag outside the door, you will not go back in there. Just do that. It worked for me.
You're saying the tactics after the conversation. If the conversation goes bad, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Club.
You gotta do what you gotta
I had just left Tommy no Goldie. I left
Goldie. Your girlfriend's name was Goldie. What a cute name.
Y'all mad? Well, we with her. We married now. We good.
Junior and Goldie.
Put my clothes in a trash bag, set it outside of the front step. I swear I ain't go back in there.
Oh. So you're saying that's what this young lady, that's what Bria should do?
If you put her friend's clothes in a trash bag and put it outside that door, she won't come back in. I promise you.
That's the end of the friendship.
That's mean, because she said she really likes her, but she wants to live by herself.
I'm going to say it again. We're going to sit down. We're going to have a nice heart-to-heart conversation. We're going to let her know how much we value the friendship. Okay. And then you need to get your stuff and start figuring out what you're going to do. You got 30 days.
Okay. See?
You got 30 days.
At least, see, Tommy, at least she getting it. Yeah, she getting the conversation.
We are friends. And I want to be friends longer than 30 days. Now, if you keep on now, it's going to, hey.
But why do you have an attitude? I don't have anywhere to go.
I'm sorry.
What's all that bass in your voice?
I done told you. Okay, well, 30 days.
At least she getting the conversation.
You got 30 days to get it together. Okay, since we friends, I'm gonna give you 2 months, 60 days. That's what you got.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
See, that's it.
But if your credit bad, it's still gonna be bad in 60 days. Okay, so I don't know what to tell you. You know, I didn't try to help you.
Wow.
All I know
is there room at your mama house?
There's places you can go.
Do you think she should ride it out a few more years?
I just don't see this going well. How did, like I said,
she could tell her this, Shirley. She could say, I can't afford the place anymore. They're going up on the rent. You can't afford it either. I'm out. My lease is up. I'm moving out. How about that?
Yeah.
I would appreciate
now
that.
Now we lying. We see we lying now.
I didn't get that.
Y'all know that.
That's what we do. We lie on this show.
We lying.
I didn't even get that.
We learned that from our leader.
Wow.
Yes.
I would appreciate that.
I do not agree with.
Well, then let's lie a little better. Whatever gentleman she's dating, me and such and such think about moving in together. How's that?
Okay. Yeah, that works.
That's a better lie. That's a better lie.
It's a better lie, but she's still going to feel betrayed by her friend because you're choosing a man over me.
Shirley, you've never had your clothes in a trash bag, have you, Shirley? You never had your clothes on the front porch in a trash bag, have you?
I have.
Let me tell you something. Ain't nothing like when you picking your bag up and people walk by, put your ass out, huh? I'll be damned. Not tonight, dog. At least Tommy giving her the conversation. Just a conversation. I didn't even get that.
I'm trying to have a heart-to-heart. I'm trying to.
You trying, Tommy. You trying.
Yeah, I didn't get that. What you gonna do now, dog?
Now you're trying to catch somebody's couch.
Oh, man.
Now you're trying to catch that couch.
Yeah.
Well, the conversation definitely needs to be had. All right, Tommy. Take us out.
All right, in the words of my uncle,
lie.
Talk to God.
Oh, no. Lie.
Lie.
When the truth.
All right, y'all. That's it of the Steve Harvey Morning Show this morning. In the words of my uncle, talk to God. He would love to hear from you. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit SteveHarveyFM.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
So there is a ton of stuff they don't want you to know.
Yeah, like does the U.S. government really have alien technology?
Or what about the future of AI? What happens when computers actually learn to think?
Could there be a serial killer in your town? From UFOs to psychic powers and government cover-ups, from unsolved crimes to the bleeding edge of science, history is riddled with unexplained events.
Listen to Stuff They Don't Want You to Know on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you find your favorite shows.
From iHeart Podcasts, Supreme, The Battle for Roe, tells the story of the unlikely champions behind the landmark case Roe v. Wade, starring Maya Hawke as 26-year-old lead attorney Sarah Weddington.
We're challenging the Texas abortion laws in federal court.
And Academy Award nominee William H. Macy as Supreme Court Justice Harry Blackmun.
Time is not the most important factor. Getting it right is.
Listen to the podcast Supreme, The Battle for Roe on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
What's up, y'all? I'm Brian Ford, artisan baker and host of the new podcast, Flaky Biscuit. I'm going to help y'all learn how to cook and bake new things as we get to know our guests through their favorite nostalgic meal.
If you are ever at a place in your life where things are too busy or your head gets too big, having a meal like this, it reminds you of who you were and also who you still are.
Listen to Flaky Biscuit every Tuesday on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hi, Jenica Lopez here with the new season of My Overcomfort podcast. What's Overcomfort all about? It's about inspiring confidence in all of us and choosing calling over comfort. Every Tuesday, I'll be having real and honest conversations. You'll hear it from me first before any cheeseman hits your social media feed. Join me as I create a space where opening up is not only okay, it's encouraged. Listen to Overcomfort Podcast with Jenica Lopez on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcast.